So I'm hoping that you found this, because you are probably, I'm looking for people who are the MAGA voters who are beginning to have some sort of a political awakening, that what they thought was going to happen and what they were promised or what they believed would happen is not what's happening today in real time in front of us. And so my countdown here, I'm looking back at my notes for the last couple of weeks, and let's just do the summary, okay? Because yeah, in episode 18, we talked about follow the money, okay? And that is about keeping receipts, okay? I empowered you to start taking a list, start a notebook. Please go get a little notebook. I would really love it if you could do that, because you're keeping your scorecard. And every time that we run through this quick test of the MAGA compass, what's happening, and are you really happy it's happening, or is that giving you a like, oh no, zero sort of feeling? The lower those scores, the more you're ready to talk to me, because I have important information to share, okay? Let me just check, anybody's online. Okay, great. So my following the money, yes, you're keeping track, okay? Your notes. Graphic organizers are in the book, they're on the program. It's a way for things to be easy. I made a list, I'm following it, okay? Watch party, we're having these events because I'm keeping up with current events. We're keeping our scorecard scoring every week as we go through this, getting closer. When I started this, it was like, let's watch the 4th of July. Well, yeah, how's that turning out for you? Because we're gonna talk about the 4th of July. And then last week I was talking about the loyalty trap and how, I'm sorry, it's a move. Yes, it's a political movement, but it's become a game. It's become a game. And that is the quiet part that I am exposing, because nobody said that. Nobody's put 2 and 2 together, that because of the money, because of the commitment that you are required to pay into the system, you are following the footsteps of history, of corruption in politics, which is why I did the series that's dropping every day this week. So if you want the history of corruption, check out the channel, because every one of those stories is true, and every one of them exposes the corruption, exposes the fraud, the deception and the lies, so that the person or the people have the ability to say, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And that's where we're at. Your scorecard, okay, your time. That plane that he flew over to Turkey and then he couldn't fly it home because it is or it is not going to work, and how much money was spent on that. The arch that he wants to build in Washington, D.C., and all the gold stuff on everything. What's with that? The crypto booming for him. I don't know. Every story I heard said that the people that invested, one guy put $10,000 in, and now he has 345. So that's kind of losing zero to me. How about Iran? Yeah, he said that was over. It's not over. The gas is up. The gas is down. I'm terrified of the stock market tomorrow. I'm terrified. It's crazy, because here's why. But I'm not terrified. No, I am not terrified. I'm taking that back. The words we say matter, and I'm taking that back. This is Meet the Press, because greed is ancient. And here's what I want to talk about right now. Let me bring this back down to being serious. Back down into my serious teacher seat. Okay, serious teacher seat. Here I go. History. I said eyes on. I'm serious. This is real. I'm hoping that I'm getting people to realize that this is a balanced, calm, new kind of political commentary show. Okay? It is different. It is a mashup. I'm back from the beginning of the internet, and there was a guy, Pete Cashmore, who had mashup. Yes, I've mashed up a whole bunch of things into this. Because the research, I know the process, and I'm here to teach it. So how long are you going to continue to stomach this hypocrisy? It's hypocritic thinking. If you say something is bad for one person, but then you turn around and do it yourself, you're a hypocrite. And I don't think that's what my people or what my family really is. I really don't think that. And so, yes, this does get to some really personal conversations. It is a money grab and it's power grab. And are you being left out? Because a lot of people are being left out. I'm being left out. I don't have the money in the stock market. I'm not playing that game. I decided I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing. So my note back over here, yes. Corporations, look this up. The reason why the corporations are ignoring the illegal things that are happening and are participating in it, kind of like what happened during Prohibition, is that they want to make money. And the stockholders, the people who own the stock, want the stock market to make money. And so it does feed itself. Money makes money. And so if you have $10,000 in the stock market and you let it sit there, yes, that will make money for you if you invest it in aggressive stocks that are making money. If you invest in things like the AI boom that is taking the natural resources of water, that's becoming a problem with the data centers, that's becoming a problem with regulations that were established by both parties, bipartisan regulation, that has just been eliminated, gone. And that's not right. That's not fair. That's why I'm here. So it's about explaining it. It's about talking about it in real terms. So the money grab of you getting left out. And up here, teach a moment, teach a moment. This is the end. This is the wrap up. Some things we have to see for ourselves. Look yourself at the videos. Look yourself at the speech that the president gave on the 4th of July at about 11:30 at night when he finally got it together to show up and speak. It's hard. It made me cry. I still can't watch the whole thing because I don't think this is the American dream. I really don't. I think it's being betrayed. I really think it's being betrayed. And it's hard to talk about it because it's emotional, it's long term, it's generations. So think back to your grandparents, think back to the 1960s and what went down. Think about the civil rights movement and Vietnam and all of those times when Americans stood up and said, hey, wait a minute, that's not what we're doing. We're not going that way, which is what I think is happening, this political awakening. Okay, so where else? Think about it. And you know, I just heard the news about Lindsey Graham passing away, and I haven't looked at any of those details because I didn't want it to affect this broadcast. Okay, we have to be able to stop our consumption of all the media. We have to learn how to better control it and filter it for solid information that has not been manipulated by AI or has not been spun into propaganda by the political propaganda machine. Okay, so that's my Sunday report. It's time to go outside. Okay, I've been on here. I'm trying to check how long. I don't even know because I can get fired up about this. And I'm trying to stay to the point, get to the action. The process is stoic. Let me just walk us out on this one. Let me just walk us out on this last issue because it's the one that I did the very first when I first started this. Here it is. Is the president betraying you? I'm asking you to consider the issue. This is Argument 101. This is, I want to take the occasion to explore the topic. It's Sunday morning, and this is the Joy West Press, Beat the Press, asking you to consider the issue. Is the president betraying you and everyone? The event that I want to talk today, these are just the facts. I want you to check the facts, look at the original footage about the military actions in Iran. And is this a war? I think it's back. The nature of the event? Well, we talked about the money because yes, it's $1 billion a day. It is affecting the global economy. And now think of what else that money could have been used for. Cancer research, pediatric child genetic issues, all sorts of science and research could have been done with that money. But no, it's been blown up, literally. So the quality of the results. I'm getting into the unauthorized use. Let's just talk. Let's skip to the quality of these results. Okay. Broken promises. Yeah. Rising prices. Yes. Vengeance. Yes. He was at it with the Pope. Here's where I'm at with this. Okay. Here's my big announcement at the end. Big drop at the end. I am putting the book for free on Tuesdays for the next month. The book will be free on Amazon. Go over to Amazon, get it on Kindle, get a paperback sent to your house. That's the one I want you to get so you could write in it. Every Tuesday, I'm going to set that up over on Amazon. Check out these links. That's encouraging you to do your own chart. Make your own funny little drawing of yourself. Write down your statement of who you are. Organize your thinking today into what it's going to be about. Make a list. Do this activity. Dedicate yourself to something bigger than yourself. Give gratitude where it's due. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. Yeah, all of these things. I'm super excited. There we go. I got so many stories to share with you guys. This painting up here, this is another great story to tell. Come back Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, MAGA Exit Countdown. We got 16 weeks on Tuesday. All right, gotta go. Love you. Bye.